Hello, in this video we will see how to make this. Have you ever found yourself in a Vim buffer and you need a terminal and you're not satisfied with the Vim terminal because I don't know, you just don't like it, you're racist. So now you need a real terminal, this very nice terminal which can do very good stuff, nice things, you know, like these. So you want this terminal, and but you need to go inside of the project directory because you're not satisfied with cows and you need to compile code. And for instance, like just this, so let's see, we are in this folder and you need to go there, and it's tedious because every time you need to do not fear, you can bind keys in Vim, yeah. So you can go here, as you can see, with the Swift bind you can do this. Now the terminal has appeared at the touch of a button, two buttons. Don't pay attention to that second button press, and you can now have it right here. So I'll show you how to do it in this video. Alright, so how do you do that? Okay, so let's say you are in a project and you need the terminal and you want it to be in your directory. So let's do it in another window. Let's bring up a project. So let's go inside the directory as you would normally do. Let's see a Rust project, which I am finding, but Rust type classes example. So you go inside of it, you open the necessary files, there you go, you browse like inside of it, how you do things, and suddenly you need the console. So you can bring it up manually, but that's slow, as I already said in the intro. So what could you do? Let's write the freaking binding. Alright, so go into your vimrc. I have a command to go inside of it and go where you want to write the binding. So this is my binding, and this works if I'm using Alacrity. You will have to make it work for your terminal, but I recommend that you do it like this. So first of all, this basic Vim stuff for mapping. N stands for normal mode, so that would be the first N. N stands for normal mode. No stands for no. R stands for recursive, so no recursive, and that should always be there. And E stands for error, maybe. Oh no, just I think RE stands for recursive. Yes, no re stands for no recursive. This is just so that like your key bindings do not overwrite other key bindings in a recursive way, which is something you almost always don't want. And then map stands for map, so this is just like what you should use to remap keys always in Vim. You might use V if you want it in the visual mode, or I if you want it in insertion mode. I now want it in normal mode. So leader, well, this is really arbitrary. You could use any key binding you want. I use leader and then TP for terminal program, because I already have like terminal tab, terminal window, terminal vertical. So I use terminal program to say that I wanted it in a separate program. And then I use command key. So how do mappings work? Quick lesson on Vim key mappings. First you put the key binding combination, then you put this, which is just what you need to put. What the computer types when you type this. So every time you press this combination, thanks to this command, instead of it only being this combination of keys will be inputted, just as it is. Very literal and direct way. So in this case it will say colon, if that's how you call it, then bang to say that you want a bash command, and then I have the environmental variable terminal, which is expanded, and that just points to my terminal program. If you do not have it set, you can just put here your terminal program, it's okay. And then my particular terminal, Alacrity, has an option to started with a particular working directory, which is this option right here, and that might change. For your terminal, I recommend using the man command to find out what your, well, you know, it usually works. The man command to find out what your terminal does. I just like went here and searched for directory, and lo and behold, it was the first thing. So man is very useful. So right now you just say it like this, and then here's the pwd, which is a Vim specific thing that points to the current working directory, and it stands for, no idea, I think it stands for working directory, I don't know, P. And then this thing here, which just means give the program to another thread so that I don't have to keep it in my thread, and that just like frees up Vim for working while your program works on a separate thread without impeding Vim. So as I was aware of the circularity of that phrase, I do not care. So down you say cr, and cr just means carriage return, because if you type a command here, hello, like this, you have to press carriage return. Oh, alright. So you still have to press it to make it work, even if it doesn't work. And that's pretty much it. Now you have your trusty terminal. Alright, goodbye.